Welcome to the land of missed opportunities. Picture a place where every day is a battle, a land where comfort is as rare as a shooting star. What makes this place so desolate? Could it be the unstable economy, the incessant honking of horns in neglected cities, or the struggle to adapt to a completely foreign culture? Well, as many have requested, let's dive deeper into this tangled country. Get ready to explore Bangladesh. Here, overpopulation has turned people into cheap labor, while big global corporations churn out their goods in local factories. It's astounding to see these brands export the same products with a Zara label to Europe, while selling the same items with a different label within Bangladesh. Moreover, shipping companies exploit the country's cheap labor, dismantling ships at sea and polluting the waters with chemicals. The rivers are dark and lifeless, devoid of fish or any signs of aquatic life. As scientists say, the water has lost all its oxygen. Except for a few anaerobic microorganisms, aquatic life has been wiped out. In terms of democracy, Bangladesh ranks 75th globally, 30 points below its neighbor India. Last year, the country witnessed major protests, with the Nationalist Opposition Party demanding the government's resignation. It's a place where workers struggle to survive on wages as low as $100 per month, facing challenging conditions. In this video, we'll delve into the world of Bangladesh's inhabitants and understand how they confront life's adversities. If you're seeking financial, emotional, and geographical freedom and want to earn 3,000 to 5,000 rials per month, check out the first pinned comment once this documentary ends. Geographically located in South Asia, Bangladesh, with its proximity to India and its unique culture, intrigues many foreigners. Exploring this country freely can be quite a challenging journey, where the curiosity of locals turns to every foreigner who crosses their path. In Dhaka, the bustling capital with its 15 million inhabitants, it's impossible to go unnoticed. While the locals are welcoming, the constant attention can become overwhelming, especially for fair-haired and fair-skinned foreigners, who attract even more attention. Speaking of Dhaka, the city is a true human anthill, squeezed into just 306 kilometers, yet housing one of the world's densest urban populations. Looking up is witnessing the frenzy of the streets, with an uninterrupted flow of traffic, chaos, and unfortunately, even accidents. It's common to see bicycles taking up the asphalt, often with an extra passenger pushing to propel the movement, creating a peculiar scene. Traffic rules here are treated with total disregard. People park wherever they want, drive against the flow, change lanes without ceremony. It's a true road anarchy. And the buses? Well, they seem to have been built with cardboard or something equally fragile. Imagine yourself in the midst of this traffic chaos in Bangladesh, with cars behind you competing to see who can honk the loudest, hoping to make way. It may seem illogical, but for many, honking is a kind of mental relief, perhaps providing the feeling that change is coming. But there's something important to keep in mind here. Breathe shallowly, literally. Bangladesh has earned the sad distinction of having the worst air quality in the world, closely followed by India and Pakistan. Air pollution is a serious problem, the result of a complex equation. The sheer number of people here is staggering, which means there are more vehicles per square meter than anywhere else. Additionally, with cheap labor, many European brands prefer to build their factories here. This results in air pollution that no one should have to endure. In Bangladesh, both maritime and river transportation are common. There are peculiar passenger vessels, some even 3 stories high. Often, these boats carry more people than they should, increasing the risk of accidents. The country ranks 129th on the Human Development Index, considering factors like income, education, and life expectancy. This puts it behind nations like Tajikistan, Iraq, and Venezuela. The low ranking reflects deficiencies in the healthcare and education services offered to the population. Now, imagine you're a successful person with plenty of money and decide to take a trip to Bangladesh, spending a considerable amount on a long and expensive ticket. One of the stops on this journey is the Parliament, which stands out for its vibrant pink color, reminiscent of British rule. The country achieved its independence only in 1971, and faced challenges in establishing a stable government until 1991, due to India's influence in the region. To this day, there are tensions with Pakistan and India over territorial issues. Despite this, the Parliament building serves as a reminder of the complexities of the past, now transformed into a museum. Located on the banks of the Bunaganga River, which serves as a route for tourists and transportation of goods, avoiding congestion on the roads. However, even for those who don't mind the urban hustle and bustle, it's best to be cautious with the food. Local cuisine is quite spicy, with red pepper being an ingredient in almost every dish. Even though the environment may seem clean, the food quality may be questionable. If you want to taste something authentic from Bangladesh, try the biryani. At first glance, it may seem like a dish of meat and rice from Uzbekistan, but the secret lies in the spices, long-grain rice, and meat chunks. Some versions include vegetables too. The curious thing is that chefs prefer to prepare it the old-fashioned way, without using gloves, and even their nails come into contact with the food. Additionally, many people choose to eat with their hands instead of using utensils. It's an experience of flavors, textures, and, well, a pinch of adventure with every bite. If you've had the opportunity to visit the country, don't hesitate, just savor it. There's a fearless group of gold hunters who brave an incredibly hostile environment to seek gold nuggets in the polluted waters of the city's sewers. This practice is passed down from generation to generation, becoming a tradition in Dhaka. These hunters, many of them young, face unimaginable challenges to extract the gold. They mostly work at night when the waters are calmer, using rudimentary techniques to explore the sludge and debris of the sewers. However, this quest for gold is extremely dangerous. The waters are contaminated with toxic waste, and the hunters face serious health risks, including waterborne diseases. After hours of hard work in the most adverse conditions, they often emerge with small amounts of gold. For them and their families, it's a matter of survival. For many, this practice is the only source of livelihood. The search for gold in Dhaka's sewers is a reflection of the extreme economic inequality in Bangladesh. In a country where poverty is widespread and opportunities are scarce, these gold hunters are willing to risk everything to earn a modest means of subsistence. Their stories. These stories are a testament to the incredible human ability to face challenges that seem insurmountable. They also highlight the lack of infrastructure and sanitation in Dhaka, a problem that affects the quality of life for many residents. Additionally, they underscore the urgency of governmental intervention and improvements in living conditions, especially for the most disadvantaged. Now let's talk about the affordable labor force that drives Bangladesh. The big brands you know and love have their factories here. Yes, Bangladesh. So, if you found a great product at an affordable price, chances are it was produced by the skilled hands of Bangladesh's workers. In 2016, Bangladesh became the second most sought-after destination in terms of cheap labor, second only to China. Major global corporations have heavily invested in the country, creating a large number of jobs. Before 2016, Bangladesh was already on the map, but workplace safety was lacking, resulting in frequent tragedies that made negative headlines in the international media and worried foreign investors. Now, the Bangladeshi government is striving to compete on equal footing with China in the coming decades. Currently, the country attracts about $34 billion in foreign investments every year. Spread across the territory, there are no fewer than 1,229 factories, each employing over 10,000 people. An interesting detail is that many factory buildings have different floors producing for different brands. It's intriguing to think that on one floor of a factory, clothes are being made for a famous American brand, while on the floor above, similar products, but with different labels, are produced for the local market. This is a common reality in many textile factories around the world. Brands may vary, but the quality is often comparable. In fact, brands sell both an image and the quality of the products. The factory system in Bangladesh exemplifies this. Everyone is struggling to make a living, and not everyone has the luxury of working in clean, sterilized clothing production environments. Speaking of challenging jobs, one of the toughest occupations in the country is shipbreaking. As a coastal nation, Bangladesh attracts shipping companies that take advantage of cheap labor to dismantle ships, contributing to the poor air and water quality due to pollution from manufacturing waste. Imagine the process of dismantling a ship, with a true symphony of chemical emissions and toxic waste. That's how many see Bangladesh's shipyards. One of the main sites for this activity is Chittagong, where the port resembles a ship graveyard, with hundreds of them waiting to be dismantled. Shipbreaking companies are giants in the region, employing over 100,000 workers each. The process can take about 6 months to complete, and these huge ships are literally taken apart by the hands of the workers. At the end of the day, those who have the courage to face this challenge start from scratch, amidst chaos, struggling under extremely difficult conditions. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Check out other videos that are available. You'll surely find something interesting. Until next time.